should you play Bee Swarm? No. No, don't play it if you like good games. But if you like bees and you like to run around, waste your time thinking you're doing something, but all you're actually doing is just holding M1 and pressing W on your keyboard while going to little circles. That's the whole gameplay of Bee Swarm. You see number go up, nice. You see number go down. I mean, if you see your honey go down, yeah, that's sad. But like, if you see number go up fast, nice. If you see number go down slow, not nice. So, Bee Swarm has been doing really great recently. There are 2 games on that gosh darn leaderboard that are just a pain. While filming this part, I completely forgot about Steal our Brain Rot. The 2 are not leaderboard, the Roblox charts. It's a Lava Brain Rot game and the Tsunami Brain Rot game. Holy shit, both of them suck, and they should be removed off the platform. Other than that, Bee Swarm in general is a terrible game in gameplay perspective, but if you're like me, I have 30 days worth of playtime and I'm not even at the end of the game yet. Alright, so if you're starting off Bee Swarm, I want to first teach you fellas how to get most of these stuff done. So usually you might hear about the 3 different types of hives. I'm a blue hive, and to show you what a blue hive looks like, most of our hives kind of look like this. We mostly have blue mythic bees. People have a better hive comp than mine, but essentially blue hives use mostly blue bees. So how do you know if a bee is blue, you might ask? So basically, to know if a bee is blue, you're gonna be looking over here. If you can see, like, the background color is white, so this is a white bee. This is a colorless bee. See, what you can do is just click on the bee you want in the bee index, and it'll show you colorless bee. Colorless bee. I can't pronounce that correctly because I'm kind of dehydrated right now. Now, mythic bees are most of your bees in general. Don't be afraid, because in late game getting mythic bees becomes really easy. You might think most of your mythic bees come from, like, what, mythic eggs, but you're wrong. Most of it actually comes from royal jellies. In about every 35,000 royal jellies you can get 1 mythic bee. At the moment I have 89,000 and I have the hive comp that I want, so I do not really need royal jellies at the moment. But here you go. So I have 14 buoyant bees, a fuzzy bee, and 10 tapple bees. Later that tapple bees will turn, no, those buoyant bees will turn to 17 buoyant bees. Okay, so there are multiple different types of bees. There are your standard and common basic bee, rare bees, epic bees, and legendary bees. Other than that, there's also the mythic bees and the event bees. Mythic bees are, as I said, most of your bees. Event bees are about, you can only use 1 of each event bee, but event bees are mostly used for either their ability, like the bear bee and the what is it called, vicious bee for attack, and probably also the digital bee for most hives. I don't have the digital bee. The festive bee is also pretty good, but the usual reason why most people would be using these bees is because they have this thing called hive bonus. Like the bear bee's hive bonus is 10% extra pollen overall, which is very good. Instant conversion, gummy bee, honey per pollen, which is very good. That's how you make most of your honey. And let's see, like the vicious bee's monster respawn time, it reduces that. And yeah, and to note, all bees have a gifted hive bonus. The best hive bonus, like it or not, is the gifted basic bee. So how you want to get your gifted basic bee is very simple. You want to buy a crap ton of basic eggs and then just keep on using them until you get a gifted basic bee. I would have loved to know this earlier, because I didn't know that, and guess what I did? I spent 1,000 tickets on a single star treat to feed to my basic bee. You want to mostly use your star treats on the on the event bees. So before you start getting your hive, you want to make sure before you start getting your hive composition, you want to make sure you have a Supreme Star Amulet. In the Bee Swarm Simulator fandom here, or like the community around it, we call it the SSA. It's this thing, Supreme Star Amulet. You get it up here, and show you. You basically take that cannon there, and then you use the glider and land over here. Now, basically, this Supreme Star Amulet cost 10 billion to make one, but this is the best thing. This literally defined hive colors. So there are multiple different types of hive colors: red, blue, and no, not red, blue, and yellow. What am I talking about? Red, blue, and white hives. So red hives, there's a red HQ. Your mid game will be terrible, and you will barely make honey. But in late game, you make so much honey, I don't even know what to say anymore. So you need, this is your final, this is your endgame weapon here. It's called the Dark Scythe. These are what you need. Super smoothies are really hard to get. Toxic wax are annoying. Hard wax, meh. Ingravating nectar is alright. And red extracts, alright. Stingers, you would probably need a bunch of them for your hive, but like other than that, there's also the blue hives. You need 75 sold waxes and 50 super smoothies, both of them being the hardest things to get. The rest of them are pretty easy. Pardon that. And 2.5 trillion honey and 250 Bucklebee quests. Gifted Bucklebee quest. Funnily enough, this is gifted Bucklebee. You also have a gifted Riley Bee, which is right on top of the HQ right there. You'll be getting quests from them, like him, this guy, which I got. It's mostly some stuff like this, but it's much easier. So it basically just scales with your level. So I might get a really hard quest here, but for me that is alright. But for you, you might look at this and go, oh my god, that is the end of the world, I'm never gonna be able to get that much. In reality, it scales. So if you're only making a million pollen per second, like no 100k, you won't get as like a 225 million bee blue pollen. You will not get that. Another thing that I must say is keep on killing your little bugs around the map, because they give most of your loot. Now, another thing I need to tell people usually when they start getting into Bee Swarm is, why should you choose the Blue Hive? Blue Hive is the best for a mid-game progression and basically everything. After you get a Blue Hive and you got to like endgame around there, you can start changing from a Blue Hive to about Red Hive or White Hive. And about White Hives, here you go. This is the White Hive quote-unquote layer. This guy, he doesn't do anything at all. He just is there to kill you. And here you go, the Gummy Baller. This is the hardest thing to get in the game, in my opinion, to be honest. 5 turpentines, which is the hardest thing in the most hardest material to get. I only have 2, and it's really, nobody uses it for like remove waxes from bee clip. We mostly use it for crafting. 50 super smoothies, 50 caustic waxes, and 200 great gumdrops, and 1,500 glue. In my experience, glue is the hardest one of all of them to get. There's also the masks. The gummy mask here is pretty decent. It's pretty cheap as well. Most masks are pretty cheap. Another cheap mask could be the, let me find it. It's probably the second most cheapest mask. I mean, cheapest mask depends on what hive you are, because you're mostly gonna be, if you're a blue hive, it makes sense that you're going to be in the blue fields most of the time. So like here, blue hives, I mean the diamond eggs are really annoying, so I'm guessing you're not gonna, the diamond mask is not the cheapest mask, alright? I'm gonna put it like that. another really cheap, another endgame mask is the, let me find it for you, it's called the demon mask for red hives, which should be somewhere here. It is right on top of there. Get to it. And there you go, the demon mask. I did not buy this one though, but it's cheap, not that cheap, or cheap if you like to do your average vicious bee grinding. Oh, and speaking of vicious bees, so basically what happens every time it's nighttime, there will be a vicious bee that spawns. It looks like a stinger on the ground, and basically what happens is you're gonna walk close to the stinger and a vicious bee will come out of the ground. Vicious bees can spawn in mountaintop field, cactus field, rose field, spider field, and clover field. I believe that's all of them, and pepper field up there, all the way up there. So now, should you play bee swarm? That question, I will always say if you're ready to suffer, and usually tell you no, do not play bee swarm. But if you're ready and you really want to play the game for some odd reason, or your friends are just telling you, oh, it's a great game, don't believe them. There are a very, very small majority of people who think this game is actually good. Not small majority anymore, people think this game is actually good for some odd reason. Tell them, if you really don't want to play this game, don't play it at all. Nobody's stopping you. I am too invested by sunk cost fallacy. So, cheers to you, and hope you have a fun time playing your fun bee game. And if you ask where I've been for like a while, I got into a new hobby called Warhammer, and it's been pretty cool. The local guy at the store says, local guy at the store is pretty cool. The people there are also pretty cool, and yeah, I really find that hobby enjoying. And yeah, I mean, if you want, just get into Warhammer. Trust me, it's very, very fun.